Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be working on a Project Life spread for week 44, which was Halloween week. So here I am just showing you my pictures for the week. A lot of spooky fun happened over the weekend, including pumpkin carving and watching The Mandalorian, which was great, and it came out on the 30th. So once again, just like the past 3 or more videos, I am working with mostly the same product, and that's because I am trying to use up as much of it as I can so it doesn't just go back in my stash for an entire year. So I have those same Hey Pumpkin embellishments, and they give you so many in a pack. So, I mean, I'm just like still working with a ton of embellishments. And also, I have a few cards here from the In a Creative Bubble October themed printables, and also a couple other things from Hey Pumpkin. So, that's mostly what we're working with here. So, first off, I'm trying to kind of at least get into a groove and figure out what I want to use, which cards I want to use, but it does take me a while to kind of go back and forth and try to figure all of this out. So I'm just using some of the Hey Pumpkin sheets of paper. And as you can see, that was that one that got completely damaged somehow in storage. But I just used a part that wasn't all crinkled up, which is fine, and tried to find a couple sheets of paper to be like backgrounds for a couple of my smaller photos. So I had a couple pictures at the top that I was thinking about using. One is of me and our dog Poppy, and one is of some flowers that I bought over the weekend that were kind of Halloween colors. And I printed them off smaller because I didn't love the picture of me and Poppy, but I still wanted to use it. So I actually printed those off at 1.5 by 2 inches, but I actually don't end up using those as we go. Of course, you know me, and you know that I'll end up changing my mind throughout the spread. So that has been a challenge of recording myself because sometimes I don't know where I'm going with the layouts, and I just kind of like, you know, work it as I'm feeling it, and sometimes things just don't work out. So here, I'm trying to figure out the bottom ones for The Mandalorian as well. I wanted some journaling space to talk about it. So I found these cards. I'm pretty sure the what card is from Humble and Create Printables. And I just thought that I could talk about like who, what, when, where. I could talk about what I was excited about, which is The Mandalorian coming out. So at this point, you'll see that I already have stuff on the title card and I already have stuff on this other card. And the reason why I skipped through it is because I don't want to use this card. So that was me telling you, yeah, that didn't work out. So I just saved you the trouble of watching that for absolutely no reason. So here I am cutting out a 3x4 of just the flowers. So I decided that it was just getting too busy with those two little pictures, and sometimes I more do my project life spreads as like one full layout. I look at all of it together instead of each card as an individual layout. If I do that, sometimes I just think it gets too busy and I just don't really like it that much. So I like that a lot more. But it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't change my week card completely. So that is coming soon. But here I am just adding a little bit of journaling. So me and my mom, we wanted to carve pumpkins, but we waited until the last minute to buy the pumpkins. So we could only find 2 tiny pie pumpkins from Trader Joe's. But it worked out really good. They were very fun to carve, and it didn't take long, and we had a great time. So we will definitely be starting a new tradition of carving pumpkins together. So that was great. And then I just decided to add that little October embellishment to the picture of Will and Poppy at the bottom. That was whenever my mom had come over and we were about to watch Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So we are now almost finished watching all the HPs. And here I sped this up to supersonic speed, but I'm just writing about how The Mandalorian came out and how much fun it was after I went into work on Friday to get to come home and watch that. So that was super great. So I'm trying to commit to this. I think that I even changed this card, y'all. That's just the way this week went, but I'm gluing it down for right now. So here I really wanted to use these little candy corn stickers off the puffy sticker sheet from Hey Pumpkin, but there was 3 of them and I didn't want them to be in a row like that. They were just like in this one random little row. So I'm going to kind of just try to move them around here. So they go in all kinds of places until I finally settle on where they end up going. So, sometimes it takes me a minute to do that, especially with the little sprinkly pieces, because sometimes they just, it's hard to get them where they can really look okay. So I'm really struggling. So, and here, as I'm struggling with this one candy corn that's left, I'm also like not really enjoying my title card. And I think that that card is so cute. I love the trick or treaters, but it's just so busy with the Happy Halloween at the bottom and then trying to fit in the dates and trying to fit in the weeks and everything. So I just decide that I'm going to change that completely as well. But first, I'm getting ahead of myself. But first, I am doing, I thought I would put Trick or Treat Yourself on the picture of the flowers since I bought those for myself this weekend as a little fun Halloween decor. So I finally decided to keep the candy corn there and I moved this one over to that card and that's where they stay. So it is what it is at this point. They're going to stay there. Okay, so I'm just trying to see if I want to add anything else or what it is exactly that I want to do. I do decide to take a few more of those LA Studio letter stickers, and I think I just write yay at the bottom of this card. There was just a lot of white space, and I wanted to add a little something, but nothing that would stand out too terribly much. So that's what I decided on. And I think now I'm going to redo my week card. So as you can tell, I'm just like not liking that. So I'm trying out different things and I do settle on this trick or treat. It doesn't really bother me if I have to change out stuff. I mean, that's part of the process and I have fun working on it all throughout. So sometimes that happens and you just don't end up loving what you have created. And I definitely move these around a lot and try to figure this out because I wasn't sure really how I wanted to decorate this because once again, there's a huge thing in the middle of the tag and I'm trying to fit a lot of information around it. So it takes me a minute. But besides this, um, so I, of course, did not notice whenever I was filming this that a part of my tripod is actually showing in the video, and I wasn't sure if I was going to mention it because I don't want you to all of a sudden notice it, but I know some people have probably seen it since the video's turned on, and you're like, what is that black thing at the top? So that's what it is. I apologize. It's one of those things that happened and I've already filmed it and it's just the way that it is. So I will definitely try to look out for that from now on because it is bothering me. So besides that, here I am just finishing up that card. That's what I settled on, the week 44 at the bottom. And then I used some of my Brilliance white ink pad to do the date at the top. And then I'm just adding a little bit of twine and I'm going to add that right in. And I do just keep the background of that white, which I think looks nice. It just lets the black of the tag just pop right off and everything. So I just do that. I'm adhering it actually just to the picture that's on the other side of the previous layout. And then I just trim it up a little and get that into the pocket. And then I think I'm almost done with this. I think I do change a little bit on the bottom card, but not too much. So this is mostly it. But I hope that all of you had a wonderful Halloween weekend. I would love to hear about what you did. Did you watch anything fun? Were you watching fun nostalgic shows? Were you watching old Halloween movies, new Halloween movies? Did you trick or treat? What went on? I know this year looked a little different and we had to find our magic in different ways. And I feel like I tried to do that all throughout the season with my family and it ended up being one of my favorite Halloween seasons actually. So that's what you have to do. So here I am just actually, I know I'm out of the frame a little bit, but I really wanted to have the background of that Mandalorian card be a little lighter. So I just am using a little piece of pattern paper that I already had and I just cut down the dark paper a little bit and added it just right into the middle. So I think that looks a lot better. So here's my finished spread, and I'm just going to hold it up and show you a little closer. And so that's it. Please give me a like, guys, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.